Hello and welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday / Old War Stories with Kody. This one is entitled The Carbon Monoxide Incident. Let me turn speech off. There we go, so it doesn't talk. So this one goes back to, I would say, around 2004 or so. Again, 2005 maybe. Early 2005, around the wintertime, obviously, because... and what ended up happening was, because of the way I was mechanically inclined, and even when I was younger, I was just noticeable to things like that. And whatever ended up happening, what happened was, I had noticed in my house, or we had been having problems with the boiler system that heats my home. Now, I have something called oil heat, which to some people in the country don't even know what that is in the United States, and other places in the world, some people don't even know what it is at all. Oil heat is basically you're heating your house with diesel fuel. You have a burner that burns this stuff and heats in my case, in my house, I have hot water, so I have a boiler system that heats my hot water and my heat for my home with a what's known as a aquabank system, which basically takes hot water from the tankless coil of the boiler, circulates it through this tank, which gives it a 50-gallon buffer, basically to store hot water it's inside of from the tankless coil off the side of the boiler. Now, mind you, that aside, excuse the fire department radio going off in the background. That's not even my department. That's another department. It's one of the EMS companies in about 20 minutes away from here. They got a call. Back to that story. So whatever ended up happening is a bird got lodged in the chimney, or something had happened. Some animal got caught in the chimney, whatever it was. And so we didn't know this, and nobody in the house did, until I was standing on the top of the basement stairs, and all of a sudden I smelled like diesel smoke coming from the basement. So I kept saying to my mother and my grandfather and everybody in the house, now my grandfather's been a firefighter for 40 years. I'm like, just imagine me as a 4-year-old being, Pop, call the oil burner man, call the oil burner guy. So I kept saying, call the oil burner guy. Well, because we all started to get flu-like symptoms, of course, due to CO exposure, carbon monoxide exposure. So I finally, my grandfather turns the emergency shut-off switch off at the top of the basement stairs. Yes, all houses up here in New York that have basements have to have them, because if we don't, you can't remotely shut the boiler down if there's an emergency such as that. Because the last thing you want to do is go near it while it's puffing back or something's going on. So there's a big puff back in the basement. Luckily, there was no soot all over the place, but because those things can cause major problems. Black soot all over the place if the thing puffs back, and But anyway, so what happens is, now from here, boiler gets shut down. Calls the guy. Guy says, we ventilate the house. He's like, look, if you guys kept that boiler on and you didn't call me by tomorrow, you would all be dead by tomorrow, especially because it's wintertime and the heat's on. It's trying to heat the house. So, yeah, that would have been a major problem right there. But luckily, nobody died, and luckily we all survived, and the blockage was cleared out of the chimney. A cap was installed. Chimney company came, cleaned the chimney, made sure there was no crap in there from the dead animal, or the soot for that matter, from the boiler, just back flowing into the chimney and reverse draft due to the bird blocking the exhaust. Anyway, that's really going to wrap this one up. I know I said I would do one every week. Life's been kind of hectic lately, so I haven't been able to, but stay tuned for more, and yeah, feel free to posting more next week. I'll put up another story next week. Anyways, hope all is well. Sorry about all the noise in the background. I have family that's watching a movie, and they're laughing ridiculously hard. So, anyways, excuse me. Hope everybody's well. Make sure to click like, make sure you click subscribe, and we'll see you later on the next one. Goodbye.